As a Scrum Master, so it is often asked, how do you ensure data sanity? Okay, so how do you ensure that the data is actually correct?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your Scrum boards, the dashboards, or any Jira other filters that you're using is actually correct. Okay, my general answer in this case, generally, so I've seen, so when we so first it starts with step zero would be setting up the working agreements with the team,
Mm-hmm.
that yes,
Mm-hmm.
we as team members, we ensure that these data actually talks about what the current status is. Okay, so that the data do not have multiple versions. So if data is speaking something else and the current state is something else, then this is not good. So we set up working agreements that this is how we do things. Okay, in and also if we have set something working agreement, we ensure that everyone actually knows and follows the working agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
this following the working agreements would be based on a motivation that we create. Okay, not
Mm-hmm.
by force. Okay, and at times we as Scrum Masters, we need to remind people. So not everyone at every time follows those things, right? So as Scrum Masters, we need to ensure that we keep reminding at times if needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and also some people actually ask, how do you how do you ensure that the data is actually speaking the truth? At times we see that we have committed a lot and we are delivering 30% of what we have committed. It happens. Okay, what I generally try to answer is that if we have failed in that sprint, okay, let the data speak that we failed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in those cases, I actually try to say that even if the data is correct, let it be correct, and let's be courageous enough to say that yes, we failed.
Mm-hmm.
I actually feel little
Good.
hesitation in terms of reaction. So if I
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
non-verbal cues of the interviewer, so I see that the person is not quite ready to accept that.
Yeah, yeah. Good,
How,
good, 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 good.
how like how do I handle that? Like this may result into an unsuccessful interview.
Yeah.
So
So see, the data sanity, and I go back to the day job of a Scrum Master, and I spoke about that there could be a part of the job which is only about making people update things. Yeah.
yeah.
And you can relate to it that in a many, I think when we are still maturing in our way of doing, the
Mhm.
first stage is data maturity, because in initial stages you will like and I think the good percentage of organizations are still there only, where we still struggle to ensure that we have a single source of truth. There is always
Right.
multiple source, yeah, or there is always confusion. So the transparency which is needed is something, is a starting point. Now that's we understand, and the challenge also remains, people don't want to update anything because first they don't see a value in it. Second, they may feel this is more about trouble for me rather than any benefit for me, because if I say that it will take 2 more days, I may get called today only. At least I can enjoy 2 days, and then I will see what happens. Maybe by that time some impediment will come and I don't have to tell that this was a delay from my side. Someone else may become responsible for it. So there could be
Mhm.
various issues. Yeah, there could be various issues which might come into the, which might become a motivation of not updating the data,
Okay.
not keeping
Mhm.
people transparent. So what we need to see is, what is the issue, what are the benefit of not updating. Yeah. And what
Mhm.
one of the benefit individuals might be getting, even if they are not healthy benefits, but they are benefits. So what benefits an individuals might be getting by not updating it, and still, especially when we are in a, I would say, a remote and distributed world right now, it's all about electronic data because we hardly have a face-to-face interaction nowadays. So it's about that. So we understand that. And then we also need to understand what might be the person losing because of not updating the data. So
Mhm.
we need to find out a balance which ensures the loss is higher than the benefits. Yeah. So I might get a benefit that, okay, I can enjoy 2 days, but I must be losing more thing by not updating the data. So I, as a designer of that system, or a facilitator of that system, should need to come up with a clarity that the consequences which a team or individual suffer because of not having transparent information should be understood well, so that people start caring for it, and these consequences should be higher than the hidden benefit. Hidden benefit could be a casual approach, could be that I really don't want to do it, it takes time to do it. So whatever hidden benefit people may have, they should be undermined, they should not be focused on. Yeah, we need to see for the higher purpose. So that's the one thing which is kind of a root cause problem of it. Yeah, and this is not a problem of only project management, it's everywhere. Yeah, even you talk about customer relationship management, CRM systems, a good percent of CRM system fails because nobody puts the data in it, you know. So people don't want to maintain a data about, like, the sales guys and marketing people, they don't want to maintain a data of their customers. Yeah, well, and when they don't maintain, the CRM system produce nothing. Yeah, so it is
Yeah.
a problem there. It's problem in a project management, it's the problem in a product management, and this is an initial thing. But again, the successful organization, that problem has been overcome, because only
Right.
by then the decision makers, the people who need to do something based on that, they can look at it, they can make the decision based on available latest information at a faster pace, because they know what is happening. I can decide my strategy because I can analyze what is happening. So there is a value of that transparency. But yeah, it requires a selling first to get there. That's the one point I will start with. The second point which I look here is, make that data a source of all your conversation. Because many times what happens is, I might be relying something which is told on the daily Scrum, and not focusing on what is there on my board. Yeah.
Right.
So now I have a two source of information, and I only care about what is discussed there, but I don't care about what is there. Now, if that happens over a period of time, within a day or two, the second information will become obsolete. So whenever someone, and this is true for the developer also. So there are two developers. I want to know where this particular task is so that I can plan my tomorrow's work. If I rely on, I give a call and ask to the person, and I rely on the general conversation, it's okay, but then the data will not get updated. So if I want to look at the system and I start using information extraction, now again, it may look like we are reducing individual interaction. That's not the goal, but we are bringing an agreement, as you said, working agreement in place. So if I, as a developer, plan my day based on the board I see, where I can see others works also, and if all the other developers also start doing it, the board quality will improve, because when I am planning my work, I am also sharing my work. If people have their own isolated planning process, someone plans in their mind, someone plans in somewhere, and there is no integration of it, then there will be a difficult someone really seeing a value of it, because everybody has their own Excel book or notebook or something, or a sticky board where they have written what they need to do, and nobody else knows about it. They may talk about it whenever you call them, but yeah, in a digital space, this is becoming more and more difficult. So a second thing which I will put here. So first is, we understand what are the benefits people might be getting by not showing what is happening, and we also
Right.
see the positive benefits they may get because of updating what they are doing, and we work on that. The second thing is, I make those dashboards, those information, as a centerpiece of information exchange, center place for decision making, center place of looking at where are we. So we make those data usable rather than just put the data and store it, and then at the end of a week we will see how the burn down looks like. So that's just a administrative or accounting kind of a job. We need to focus on making it real time and usable real time. So when I start making it usable real time, like before the daily Scrum, I look at the board, I prepare, I identify where are the issues which I may want to ask some questions, and what is the status of impediment. I update everything, and then I go for a daily Scrum. So it's like this, that all the conversation, I as a Scrum Master is also clear, and I may ask few specific questions based on, even if they not appear in the discussion, but I ask based on the data. So when I prepare half an hour before the daily Scrum using the data, over a period of time, everybody will look into it, something like that. So use it
Absolutely.
and make people also use it. Yeah,
Okay.
then only it will remain fresh. Yeah, else it will get
Right. Right.
obsolete very soon. Yeah, yeah,
We have to increase the usability of the data.
yeah, yeah.